Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Moon and Ketu in the third house of your birth chart. As in, what happens when Moon and Ketu are both conjunct in the third house. So, what is the third house? Third house is a house of younger siblings, communication, media, athleticism, efforts, fruits of your labor, surprises. Okay, because and it's also the reason why, why it's fruits? Have you ever thought about why third house is fruits? Because eighth house is development. Scorpio and the eighth house is development. When something is being developed, what happens? Finally, it spurts out like a seed under the soil, suddenly starts to show up. So eighth from the eighth becomes the third house, which shows the fruits of that particular thing. This is why Bhavat Bhavam, meaning sixth from the sixth, is the 11th house. When you defeat some big enemy in your life, what happens? Recognition, achievements, awards come into play. So in this scenario, you have Moon and Ketu sitting there. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with our other details, for that, check out the links here, KRSastrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Maka Vedic Astrology Academy, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy. I think I already said that. So, Moon Ketu in the third house. So the very first thing that you will see, such a person would have some phobia of travel. They would have some kind of a weird peccadillo related to travel and related to communication. It naturally shows that the individual's mother would be settled away from where she was born. Meaning, if let's say you are born in California, but your mother was not in California, your mother could have been in Kansas. Your mother could have been in North Dakota and settled in California. So mother has to leave her particular place. And especially it has to be very sudden. Sudden surprise, the most awkward instances that will take the mother away from her home place. Naturally, what we see here is that such a person can be getting really frustrated with their siblings. There would be these sudden bursts of anger, especially when the results don't come in as they desired the result was going to be. Of course, because of Moon Ketu, we see the person gets interested in health. One will get interested in things like psychology. They will only love watching things which are very, how can I say this, very explosive in their content. Meaning these people will not mind watching some kind of a, gruesome surgery. These folks would not mind watching anything which depicts anything which is horrific, horror. As much as you may think it would be with Moon and Rahu actually will bring fear. It's fear and anxiety with Moon. But Ketu is something that is like it has already taken in all the good and bad of the world, and it has found moksha from it. And of course, because of Moon Ketu in the third, we see that the individual will feel neglected within their home, within their upbringing, because the mother would be paying more attention to the younger sibling if one has a younger sibling, or mother would be very busy in her own social life. And especially one of the younger siblings will be closely resembling either the mother or the maternal grandfather. And third house is also the house of skills. Writing skills becomes like a God-given gift to these people. They naturally have the skill of writing. they're able to kind of like cut through all the, they can cut through all the nonsense of the world, get straight to the point, and penetrate somebody's subconscious, because third house is also subconscious. So they make brilliant writers. And especially you will see that if you do not feel like you have enough courage, if you feel like you don't have enough confidence with Moon Ketu, two things should happen. And you will see after this particular event, you'll feel confident. Either you or the mother should travel to especially spiritual and religious places like pilgrimages, and especially to a place that has especially a flag on top, but it should be either a green or red flag. And you will see when you travel to such places, your confidence rises. If your mother travels, that low confidence becomes very strong in you. And so one thing that becomes important with this position, it has nothing to do with money, nothing to do with fame. Don't think of that. It could be, because your confidence can lead you to find success, but it's really about finding confidence. So like, for example, you're afraid of going into civil service exam, some kind of a competitive exam in life, and you feel like you're not able to do it. Let's say a week or two before, go travel 50 to 100 miles somewhere and come back. And especially a spiritual place, or go see an astrologer 70 to 100 miles away. When you go and come back by seeing an astrologer, a monk, a spiritual place, spiritual temple, especially the one with the flag on top, Buddhist monasteries. Like Buddhist monasteries become very strong with Moon Ketu in the 12th, 3rd, and 4th house. So visit Buddhist monasteries. You're going to really find that calmness, and that calmness will give you the courage and the confidence in your life. See, the thing about Moon and Ketu is this particular position can either explode this person unexpectedly without ever knowing that this person will, do or say anything like that. Or this person would be very intuitive and understanding of other people's frustration and pain. Because whenever Rahu and Ketu are conjunct Moon, you got to understand, these are the type of analysis that could have a surprise result of their own. Rahu, Ketu, mastering these two planets will probably be your most toughest task in astrology. When you think Rahu is giving or should be giving great results, it'll give bad results. But in the same position that it's in, at one point it'll give amazing results. So it's like a shock, like electric shock. One could be 20 volt shock, the other could be 300 volt shock. So anyway, this was my analysis of Moon Ketu in the 3rd house. And as always, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And if you want to know where your Moon and Ketu are placed along with all your astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.